Good morning, it's Karen, and today we're going to pull my February TBR. I'm so excited. Okay, January started out really well. I pulled so many books that I was really excited for, and I'm hoping this momentum continues. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not finish one of the reads, and that is the Hot King. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to it in January. I read lots. I just didn't read this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one back in my prints jar. In you go. And if it comes up, okay, it's fate. For those of you who haven't been here before, I have 3 different jars. The first jar is my purple jar because purple is my favorite color. This is my dragon jar, and these are the books that I most want to read. This is the next jar. It's called my Prince Charming, and it has my second tier of books. These are ones that I'm excited to read and the ones that I want to read this year, but maybe not read immediately. This is my third jar. This is my Hero's Journey, and this one is full of wild picks. There's some grenades, like chunky books that I don't want to read right now. There are books that I've completely forgotten about. There are books that piqued my interest at one point and then I've forgotten about them. So these are just surprises. These are my take it or leave it's. I do not have to read these if I do not get to them. I am participating in the BookTube spin and the TBR spin. So the first one, the BookTube spin, this is by Rick McDonnell, and he has you write 20 books that you want to get to. You can have a theme or they can be random or whatever. Today I've just done random. Here's a list, whatever. And he basically spins a wheel and the number that it lands on is the book that you have to read. And then it's fun seeing what other people are reading. He does spin a second one, and I usually go for just the first one. And the first one that I got was Red Rabbit. This is a horror western, and I'm not really much else sure about it, but it looks delightful. And it's got a moon on the cover, so expect that moon review coming up. The next one that I'm participating in is the TBR spin, and this one is by Jill over at the Book Bully. And what she does, she has you make a stack of 12 books that you want to read. Here's my 12. She spins, and these are prompts lands on, and the first one that it landed on was a Canadian book. So the one I went with is called The Conjoined. This is a mystery. It's set in Vancouver. There's somebody that's missing, I think. I've just been looking at this one, and there's something about the cover that just draws me in. Okay, let's do it. Dragon jar. Remember, these are my color codes. I realized in filming and watching it back, I was so surprised in January when I kept pulling blue, and blue is science fiction and historical. When one of my goals for the year is to read classic science fiction, I guess I'm just so used to pulling purples and fantasy, but it shouldn't have surprised me. So this time, if I get a bunch of blues, I'm not going to be surprised because that's part of my challenge this year. First pull, just one. It's purple. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay, I don't know if you can see that. This is the Hexologist. This is Josiah Bancroft's. See, I didn't read a Josiah Bancroft in January, so I pulled this one. This is about a duo, a husband and wife duo that are hexologists, and I don't know much more. I think there might be a bit of a mystery. I can't tell you too much about it, but I am on hold at my library, so I'm hoping that one will pop up soon enough. Second pull, here we go. Just one. Yellow. What's yellow? Nonfiction. This is The Art Thief. Ooh, that's exciting. I like this one. This is a short one, and I like nonfiction. So this is about the history of art, and maybe there's someone stealing art. It was on my radar, and then it was nominated for a Goodreads. So I'm hoping it's good. Goodreads doesn't always mean good. The Prince jar. Are we gonna do 2? Let's do 2. There is an extra day in February this year, so why not? blue. Here we go. Oh, okay. This one requires a little bit of explanation. I pulled this one actually in December as well. This is Read 5 Stories from Dangerous Visions. Dangerous Visions is an anthology. There's like 33 stories in there. I've only read about 7 of them. They are, I would say, like experimental for that time. There's a lot of questions about morality and about the fate of humans and about war and how it might influence us. I mean, think about what was going on in the 60s. So a lot of it is experimental and kind of wacky, but kind of enjoyable also. I found a new author from that last pull, so I look forward to these 5 that I pull. Okay, I'll do an extra one because of the extra day. This is blue again, more science fiction or historical. This is the, oh, this is really good. Okay. The Trouble with Lichen. This is by John Wyndham. This is a story about some scientists that discover an anti-aging property in some lichen, and apparently there's some feminist commentary on women and aging. I'm not too sure. The reason why I wanted to pull this one, actually, I'm so happy I pulled this, was I was thinking about doing a video on read my highest rated classic science fiction and my lowest rated classic science fiction, and this one is the lowest rated. It is also short, so I wouldn't be doing too much damage to myself. Thank you. The last one. Here we go. Could be crazy. Yellow. Oh no. What is that? Okay. This is gonna make no sense to you, okay? I don't know how that happened. Okay, this is Pocket University. When I got married, I was looking for some props that matched the decor and the colors of our wedding. And our colors were red and blue. And I bought blue books at the thrift store. I think this one was a whole $2. It's pretty. It's called the Pocket University, and it's full of, well, it's got, I think, 5 short stories. Copyright 1904. Okay, so these are very classic short stories. So I'll see if I can get to these. This is my take it or leave it. I might read one of them. And there you have it. Those are my picks for February. My name is Karen. I am the book Libernaut. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye. This looks like such a manageable month. I'm super duper excited. Let's make our 5-star predictions. Trouble with Lichen, I want to be 5 stars, but I doubt it's going to be 5 stars just looking at other people's ratings. 5-star predictions are The Hexologists and The Art Thief. And then I predict that one of the 5 stories that I read from Dangerous Visions will be a 5-star. So I predict also that The Red Rabbit will be a favorite, 5 stars. Come back in March and see if these were 5 stars.